All right, guys, this is Mobile Gamer Nerd, and we are back with another Raid Shadow Legends free to play mystery shard only run champion spotlight. Today's a weird one, guys. We got Penitent. We actually got a 6-star blessing from her, and we were like, you know what? Let's just build her. I had her at 4-star, just kind of sitting in the vault. And I was like, you know what? Why not? Let's just go for it. We need heroes for Sacred Order for that faction crypt, so figure we give it a shot. Now, we actually ended up giving her a pretty good set of gear. I mean, she's definitely not built terribly, as you can see with her 82,000 power. I know, right? She's kind of getting up there. Um, we're going to test her out and see what she can do. She doesn't have a lot in the way of utility as far as like really bringing anything to the team, but she is really good at being herself and kind of keeping herself alive and countering and doing a bunch of stuff like that. So let's take a look at her and see what she does. So her A1, she attacks one enemy 2 times, has a 30% chance of placing a decreased attack debuff for 1 turn. So really good for bosses, keeping them from attacking you with full strength, which is kind of nice. And she hits 2 times, which means she is probably usable at least a little bit in Fire Knight, maybe even in the early stages. She has an attack on one enemy, and it places a counterattack buff on this champion for 1 turn. So every time she uses the skill, basically every 2 turns, look at that, she's going to put up a counterattack, which is, I think, honestly, somewhat terrible for Hydra unless you have it protected because it'll just get stolen. So I don't know how I feel about counterattacks in Hydra, but in other fights, yes, very good. Maybe even Fire Knight. I mean, she'll definitely counterattack with her A1, right? Which means she's going to hit 2 times every time that the boss hits, which means you get 2 attacks every time the boss gets a turn. So that's good. I mean, I don't use that kind of strategy. We do a turn meter drop to keep the boss from actually getting attacks. So I don't know if this is so much necessary, but in the beginning of the game, yeah, maybe that's something. If you don't have enough turn meters droppers, then sure, you could bring her in. Then she removes all debuffs from this champion and places a block debuffs on this champion for 3 turns. This is an amazing skill. It's every 4 turns, and it protects her for 3, which basically means that on the 4th turn, she's going again. So she's going to put it up again after she loses it, which means almost, with very little exception, she's basically immune to debuffs, is essentially what that means with that cooldown. So something a little interesting. I mean, I think it'll be cool to see how she functions in like Dragon, Spider, things like that. But yeah, I mean, we'll check her out. We do have her in the Phantom Touch Blessing, so she's going to do more damage, and she has a 6-star blessing, which means she has a 100% chance of inflicting the bonus damage, and a chance of inflicting a second instance of bonus damage plus the speed, which is very nice. As far as masteries go, we kind of went a little bit different. We didn't really want accuracy. I don't honestly care about the 25% attack down. I do think it would be useful early on. I think it's still useful later on, but 25% attack down doesn't really help. It's more her functionality, I think, that's going to make her a good hero. So we'll see how that goes. But we went on a basic offense tree down to Helm Smasher. We want her to be able to hit pretty reasonably hard. Her multipliers aren't amazing, but they are good. Like, they're good enough. And we did build her more defensively because we want her to get hit. You know what I mean? So we did build her with a little bit more defense, and we went down this tree for defense with counters and removing of debuffs and stuff of that nature. So basically, she just has, if she doesn't have her block debuffs up, she's essentially going to maybe have a chance to not even get hit with a debuff, which is nice. So basically, she'll be immune to it. We have her in a weird mix set. So we do have her in the Divine Speed set. We wanted her to be fast, so we got that. And it also wanted to get her at least a little bit of attack and crit rate. We do have her also in 2 pieces of protection. We were looking to get her in a 4-piece protection. Reason being is that we wanted her to have a chance of placing a protected buff, and we also wanted that plus 12 speed. We just didn't have the gear that made this work, so we didn't do it. So right now, the only 2 that are protected are her boot and her shield. And then we have Stone Skin with an attack chest so that she can do more damage, and we have a crit damage glove with Stone Skin as well. So like I said, these are a little bit higher end gear. So yeah, it might take a while to get her to this point if you are trying to use her in the fashion that we're going to use her today. Attack on the ring, we've got crit damage on her amulet, and we've got HP on her banner only because it's what we had. Now, we did just get this banner. Yeah, look at this. We got a new banner. So we might even consider using this one. It's got a speed set. That has 5 plus that's 13. Let's just see. Let's give it a shot. Let's see if it's worth using. Boom. Let's go right to 12. All right. So maybe it is worth using. Let's see if we waste all of our money. Boom. And we got a 3rd speed stat. Look at that. We're gonna go with a big speed piece. Of course, it gets nothing. Sometimes it's worth doing all this. Let's see. Equip her because I want her to be as strong as humanly possible for this little walkthrough. Let's ascend it if we can. We cannot. So let's see what we got now. So this now is going to give her way more speed, less defense, but more attack. So I think honestly we'll do it. Well, I'll take that trade. So there we go. Now we're still 82,000 power. So let's go in and see what she can do. Actually, we didn't look at her total stats. That's probably important. I want you guys to see exactly where she's at for total stats. So here we go. Nope, I forgot they changed that. So we've got 45,000 HP. We've got 3,000 attack, which once again, like I said, she's not as attack heavy as I would probably normally build a hero like her. But we want her to be strong, but we want her to also have defense so that when she's countering, she stays alive. All right, then we've got 238 speed, which is good. We've got crit rate at 80, which ain't bad. 197 crit damage, also not terrible, just shy of 200. We've got 325 resistance and 163 accuracy. Once again, I care more about her skill at not getting hit with things. I don't care about anything else because we're trying to use her for faction wars, and the bosses use insane debuffs. So now let's go into actually, I don't know if it's open. Yeah, I'm about to say if it was open today, I would go in there. But yeah, as you can see, we are at 55. So we're hoping we can use her for that. Now let's go into the arena and just kind of see what kind of number she's putting up in here. I don't think there's anything good here. Let's do a refresh. All right, so this is an annoying fight. Let's go in and do it. Let's see if we can handle it. Now she is Force Affinity. So actually, no, she is not Force Affinity. She's Spirit. So what we'll do is actually we'll put her here. We're going to put my other girl back in because honestly, Bloodfeather is way better in the arena than Yannicka just from her turn meter drop and her defense down. Now we're not going to auto this because I don't know the order in which she's going to go. To be honest, I'm hoping. Yeah, I'm hoping she doesn't go first. So she didn't. So that's good. Now, what do we want to do? Do we want to block debuffs first? No, we're probably going to want to kill and get the counterattack up. So we're going to try and kill Mr. Man here. All right. Boom. Look at that. 26k. She almost. Dude, if we built her at straight attack, she would literally one-shot that Death Knight. Now, we're going to have to attack the main hero. We're not going to waste time with turn meter. We're going to hopefully kill him in the first hit, as we did. And then we're going to steal. Now, he's going to be a jerk. I think once you get him down to no HP, he revives everyone. So we're just going to try and freeze everyone. There you go. All right, so he's dead. Look at that. He stole the buff now. That's not good. See what I mean, though? Stealing buffs is going to be her weakness, but doesn't really matter because she's done now. She could remove all debuffs. She doesn't have any, so we're going to go for the two-hitter and see how it does. Oh, look at that. Ooh, 13k. That's not bad at all. All right, so now we're going to try and remove turn meter on him. There you go. Perfect. And then we're going to steal turn meter from this jerk and then kill you. I was hoping we get another hit from her. Maybe we will. Nope, we won't. That actually wasn't bad. Like that was a weird one-off where he stole the counter. So let's see if there's anyone else. Because I don't even know what he does. We're going to refresh, see if we get another team that doesn't have a speed lead. Here we go. This is a good one. Lots of defense and stuff. Let's give that another try and see if these guys can handle everything that is thrown at them. All right, so once again, attack up. She's going to go first. So we're going to get that counter attack up. Now, she uses AoEs. He's a whatever. He's pointless. Almost everyone here is pointless, I'll be honest. She's probably the least threatening, but she's green. We're going to just take him. We're going to take him out. Look at that. 32k plus the extra, what, 11? So she's doing 50 plus k. That's not bad. Let's take out her turn meter. And then we'll freeze everyone. Say goodnight. Oh, he's still alive. He only locked one hero. Oh, he locked everyone. But oh, and we can't use our turn meter drop. That's sad. That's okay, because we can pack you in the face. Look at that. 50k plus those extra damage. Ooh, I love it. That is actually really good. I'm not going to lie. Like I said, she puts up sick numbers. I'm very shocked with what she does. All right, misstep boy. Let's see what she does here. 1, 2. Look at that. You're dead. Nothing to say. Oh, I want to find one more fight because this is actually kind of fun for this team. Here we go. This is a terrible team. Let's go in here and do this one. I want to come up against a team that's going to win, right? That's the whole point. All right, so now he's got a bunch of debuffs. We're going to do attack up. We got to kill her first because no one else here. He can do unkillable, which is whatever, but we're going to try and freeze everyone. So we're going to go for her first. Oh, look at that. Oh, she didn't do a crit. We're going to try and take her turn meter away. We don't want her reviving or getting a turn. Here we go. Freezes. Now it's not going to work on him, but now she's dead, so they can't revive, and now she's got the counter up. So every time they attack, we're going to try and remove some of these buffs from these guys. So that's a little bit. All right, that's fine. Let's see what she can do. We want to kill you. Oh, dead. She's just wrecking people, man. All right, we don't want unkillable, so that's going to be important. Do we want to steal a tournament? Yeah, we might as well. Might as well steal it, right? It's there. Remove a little bit of turn meter. Hopefully we have enough to get it to attack. We do. See, stealing that turn meter was a good idea. And now she's going to go in for the kill. Let's see what we get. Bop, 28K. She is hitting hard, man. Like, this is kind of crazy. Um, this guy's going to kill everyone. I want to try it. I wonder if he's in stone skin. I'm curious. All right, he's not even fast, so that's good. But he does revive, so he will kill whoever does whatever. So we're going to go in and see if we can kill him in one hit. Let's say one. Oh, so close. Look at that. Just off the cuff. Good. That means they'll kill her instead. He's going to be like, screw you, you're dead. And then we'll just come in with Mr. Yakarl and say goodnight. So, yeah, honestly, I am not going to say that she's bad for the arena. I mean, she hit. I mean, like, all right. Let's be clear. She's 6-star blessed. She's 80 plus thousand power. All right, I get it. So she is going to be much stronger than your normal hero. However, for certain fights, I actually don't think she's that bad. That counter is good unless you have someone who can steal it. So having that extra, if we could build her to have the protected stat on her, I actually don't hate her. Like I would do that because then you have a protection on her counter so no one can steal it. And that would also help in on Hydra. Now I don't know if Hydra is able to steal it regardless of protected status. I would assume not, but I don't really know. So yeah, I'm gonna say she's not bad for the arena at all, guys. Like I'm shocked that she's actually as good as she is. She hits like a truck, and we don't even have her built specifically for attack. We have her built kind of half-assed. I mean, if you get her attack up, imagine if you had her attack up to like 4 or 5,000. You know what I mean? She would be doing like 100 plus K hits on a rare with counters and all that other crap. So let's go into dungeons because that's honestly where I think you're going to see her being useful. We're going to go into a higher level because I want to see her at 20. Now we're going to pull all these guys out. I don't know if I actually have a team set up for Dragon. This was the original Dragon 20 setup that we use with all rares. I don't think there's anybody in here that I would choose to remove. We've got removal of debuffs. We've got defense down. We've got healing. We've got him. Now, I think we can live without her. All right, so we're going to take her out and then bring in my girl. Now, this is blue, right? So blue's actually strong against green. So maybe we don't want to do that. Let me see. Maybe we'll go into a different one. We'll go into... I want her to be the strong one. So this is going to hurt everyone else. So he's green. I forgot we brought Bone Man in there. Blue. These guys are all blue. Let's bring in some heroes that actually are going to work here. So we're going to do... We're going to... Actually, no. We're going to keep Apothecary. We're going to put him in the lead just because. And then we're going to bring her in. So now we've got someone who's not able to take debuffs. We've got a healer. We've got a remover of debuffs. She can remove debuffs from herself, so that's fine. And then we just need some smackers, right? Some heroes that are going to do some smack against this. Green is really what we're looking for, or red. So we could conceivably bring in, who's a good nuker? We could bring in Bogwalker, and maybe we could try her out. I'm going to say we're going to try her out. I'm not mad at this. I want to give this a shot. Let's see how this does on stage 21 now. Mind you, I don't think we've ever beaten stage 21 with a team like this. I think we're going to die, to be honest. I should have gone down instead of up, but you know what? We're going to give it a shot and see. I mean, we are pretty strong, but remember, these guys hit really hard past stage 20. So having no crowd control for the waves is really where our problem's going to lie. Look at that, 18K. Dude, twice she hit it? Look at that. She didn't take any damage on that hit. I want to see them attack her. Luckily, Bogwalker is insanely defensive. We actually got him up to 85,000 defense, 85,000 power, I think, almost, or 84. We got a relic for him that gives him extra defense. So now he's going to hit even harder than he used to, which is nice. We might have to do a champion spotlight on Bogwalker now that he's gotten a little bit stronger. And she hits really hard too. Her skills actually are based on HP as well. She has that AoE attack. So far, so good. This is a pretty defensive team as far as like survivability, which is why I'm like, we'll give it a shot. The only one here that can die is really, honestly, her, because she's not built for defense. She's built to kill, so she's kind of a glass cannon. Everyone else on this team is pretty good as far as defensive, and we do have the shield, so that's nice. But they're kind of fast, so that shield goes away quick. We do have a counter, which is nice. So if they hit everyone, That counter will go off and she'll pop him in the face, which is what we want. All right. Boom. There you go. Counter. Look at that. Ooh, 30K right to your face. Another counter right there. Well, that wasn't a counter. That was an attack. Oh. All right. We got defense up. Boom. Oh, she's really hitting good. I like this. Look at that. Now the counter. See what I mean? She is a survival monster. I put her into campaign, which I'll show in a little bit, and it's kind of funny. I think we did it on the video, and she pretty much just stays alive, and she doesn't even have a heal. Like, just to be clear, she has no healing, and she just stayed alive in campaign, even getting blasted in the face. And don't we all get blasted in the face in this game often? All right, there you go. So let's see what we do here now. Who's going to do the most damage? That's really what I'm curious with here. Boom, look at that. 38 plus the 4. All right, we're waiting. I'm waiting for her AoE. I want to see what that does in damage. All right, so far so good. All right, we got decreased accuracy. That's good too. Less debuffs. All right, boom, counter. Look at that, 22K on a counter. 103K for her attack. I like that. Perfect timing for it. Boom, 20. 18. She's doing 40. See, and she's an attacker. She's doing a lot. Remember, she's more for staying alive. Oh, 37 plus 8 or 12, I think. 17, 20. Ooh, she's putting up good numbers. I'm just curious if it's going to compare against her because she is doing that HP attack, right? So she's got that attack that's going to pop out 100K once in a while. So we'll see if that's like something that we can work with. Ooh, another 40 plus K, 50K. We got some good numbers coming out of this team right now. 19, 13. She didn't get any of her extra hits. There you go. Decreased attack. She got that off, so that's good. Now the boss is going to hit for less damage. I mean, this is a pretty slow fight. This isn't a team I would have chosen. I just wanted to see how they function. And funny enough, this team works really well. I'm actually very surprised. And you could replace, Sniper here. Boom. Oh, I thought that was the 100K hit. Question is, can they take the shield down without that hit? Because that's really what we're banking on now, right? 1, 2. I don't think we can without that extra attack. All right. We got a lot of turns, so that's good. The turn speed counter. Oh, we got hit. All right. So she didn't have her. It was the one time she didn't have her debuff remove on. I mean, her block. There you go. Defense up. See, look at that. Debuff block. She just doesn't take any of that crap. Which is good. I like that. She's actually probably one of the perfect people for this fight. I'm not gonna lie. If you made her more attack oriented, I think this kind of fight would be better for her. She's only got low HP because she hasn't been healed yet because she doesn't take a lot of damage. Everyone else does. So he's been healing everyone else. Now imagine if you have like a shielder and healer in here. See, she's gonna counter. Anytime the stupid dragon attacks, boom. But yeah, she very rarely will get those debuffs, which is nice. We got decreased accuracy again. Can we kill him before he gets his turn? I'm hoping that's a yes. All right, boom, boom. We're right there. Please no shield. Oh, he got the shield. No, it doesn't even matter. You're dead anyway. 42K on a hit. All right, let's see. The magic happens. Ooh, look at this. All right, so Bogwalker, who was a monster back in the days, 965,000 damage. These two didn't do anything, 300 plus. But Penitent putting up almost 1.2 million. And remember, Steel Boyer, just to be clear, has a 5-star blessing. She has really good gear, and she is a monster. Like she's basically like Armiger, where she can hit with max HP attack on her AoE. So she's gonna do, like as you saw, 100 to 120K per hit on that skill. All right. So if she uses it 5, 6, 7 times, in the fight, you're already looking at a ton of damage. So half this damage is probably just from that skill. All right. But that being said, everyone here survived, and she put up 1.2, literally 1.2 million in damage versus Bogwalker, who has an AoE. You know what I mean? So yeah, I don't hate her. I'm not. I looked at her, and it's funny. Like we were like, yo, we're like, what is going on with her? Like, do I even want to build her? And I'm shocked at how good she is. Like, it's kind of crazy that Penitent is this good. Even if you're taking into account that 6-star blessing, it makes most heroes good, but This is way better than I anticipated her to be. All right, I'm not going to say she's the best hero in the game. We're not saying, oh my god, I can't believe but I just can't believe she's as good as she is. So let's go into campaign real quick, just so you guys can see what I was talking about. We'll go into brutal. All right, so if you're going to camp, you're not going to use her as a campaign farmer. I just want you guys to kind of see how this works. Oh, and they did add super raids if you're interested, so we'll do that just for funds, even though it's a waste. So this is funny. Like she's so fast that she gets 2 turns. All right, so she loses her counter. But the funny thing is it doesn't even matter because she goes 2 times again. So yeah, if we could get if we might even consider getting an extension on her buffs, like going into accuracy, but maybe I don't know. The defense and all the other stuff seems to work better. Boom. Having a chance to extend that counter would be nice. Technically doesn't even need it, right? Boom. She's just going to be popping people in the face. Look at that. They don't even budge on her. Like, look at that damage. She's like, no. She's shrugging it. Just shrugging it right off. Pop in the face. And she just doesn't stop. I love it. Love, love, love Penitent. Look at that. Oh, it's so good. Oh my god. All right. So, where else would we use her? I don't know. I mean, honestly, anything that you need someone who doesn't take any damage from debuffs. So, like, I don't know. Is there anything in the Cursed City? I don't know. We didn't even do anything yet. We haven't touched Cursed City. Is there anything in Doom Tower we could bring her in for? I'm curious of something. Let's go into here. Let's go into 75. Let's take all these guys out. Let's go back into the original crew. We're gonna bring her in. I'm curious. All right, so we got attack up. I guess healing is fine, and then having a shield would be nice to stay alive, right? Or defense down. Well, this is a low end team. It doesn't really matter. So let's try this. We may end up killing this thing in 1 hit, so I don't even know. This is the first round, right? All right, we don't need all that. All right, let's just use this. And then we'll start popping these guys. Take out the ones that don't matter, right? Boop. We'll just go through or cycle our skills again. And pop. Look at that. 50k in the face. I love it. Remember, this is the low end, so it makes sense that she would hit that hard. Everybody's going to be hitting harder than normal in here. So I can't really... Why did I go for her? I can't really say. Here, let's just use a regular hit on Virgil. 1 hit, Virgil dead. That's one way to get rid of that shield. I'll tell you that. Like, how'd you get rid of the shield? Oh, I one-shotted him in the face. Pop right in the face. 40k. Yeah, I am loving her. Everything about her makes me happy. I have found a new love, is what I'm telling you guys. A new love. All right, we got that. We got attack up. We don't need to do defense down, so we're going to go in for this. Say, that's great. And then we're going to use her counter skill and pop him in the face. Boom. Oh, she didn't. This is the wrong affinity, actually, I think, right? Yeah, she's the wrong affinity. Boom. So this is a bad example, is what I'm saying. All right. Like I said, I really just wanted to see how much she does. We'll just put up that remove. She's got a block, but it's not going to block this guy. She's still going to get poisoned. But the thing is, she can remove her own. You know what I mean? Oh, there you go. 60. Oh, my God. That was brutal hit. I remember we brought, I forgot who it was. I think it was a Twin Claw Disciple in here, and that was kind of fun. I was like, nice. All right. Do we even need speed? No, we don't. All right, she's going for the final hit. Please give me a crit. Boom. She did not give me a crit. Let's see the damage output. So she did 230 against the wrong affinity without critting. She was critting the other time. So, yeah, 264. So if she was only 30k, these two were both 264. So if she was the correct affinity and crit, she would have probably put up between 300 and 400k. So yeah, she's a great single target damage dealer, and she's good for survivability. She's good for putting attack down on the bosses. Yeah, I mean, I have nothing but positive things to say about Penitent. She's definitely not going to be good when you first get her. She's definitely going to be a mess, and you're going to be like, why is he telling me to build this guy? And honestly, I'm not telling you to build her. Oh, wow. Look at that. Did you see that, guys? Look at this. We got 2 of them. Nice. I'm thinking I get confused between which account I'm on. I'm not going to lie. And then I was about to go pull them. So, yeah, that's it, man. I mean, this guy, she's awesome. I have nothing else to say about Penitent other than she's actually a really good hero. And I am very happy that we actually put some effort into her. I really wanted to kind of build her and see what she was about since we had her at 6-star. So now we have another hero that we can bring into Shogun. That's something else that could be useful because she's good for uh, you're supposed to have a high blessing for those fights, so that's something you could bring her in for. I'm I actually have a lot of things that I would consider bringing her in for. She's good for the city. She's good for a lot of things. So yeah, I mean, if you guys have any questions or things you want to discuss, feel free to leave a comment. If you have a penitent that you use, I highly doubt it. You probably fed her at least 600 times to someone else. But yeah, if you guys have one and you're interested in her or you like her, I mean, put a comment. Let me know how you guys feel about this girl. And as always, like, share, subscribe. You help the channel grow. We do a live stream every single week, and you can become a member for $1.99 a month if you want. It's just to support the channel. You get emotes, you get a video every week that is free of video advertising, and you get all my videos as soon as they are posted. You do not have to wait. All right, so yeah, this is Penitent, the one and only rare that I never thought I would actually like. This is Mobile Gamer Nerd, and you guys take care.